This is the FFR Trading Market Minute. And again, this is the S&P 500 or the SPY, the ETF for the S&P 500 on the daily chart. And we just track this week to week to get a sense of what the overall market is doing here. And this is where we were, right here, Thursday last week when I did the update and pointed out that, as we had rallied back to basically the 20-period moving average, we were seeing lower highs and lower lows. We expected this thing to kind of roll over, and it's kind of had this dome top here now. But it did break down further, and I said, look at the RSI, right? If we get oversold, in this case below 5, which we did on Friday, I said expect that we could rally at that point. So Friday was the low, and we had a big gap up on Monday, another gap up on Tuesday before the market began to roll over again. So we did get a nice couple of day pop there before the market rolled over. Now here we are Thursday, the following Thursday, and you can see the target that I drew last week on the downside. We've gotten close to the market's kind of consolidating at the moment here on Thursday. We'll see how it settles out. But the thing I'm watching now, especially if we do get down into this target, is we've had a low here in the RSI below 5. That's kind of a starting point here. Now, obviously, price has made a lower low since we made that. Now, what I'm seeing in the oscillators, you see the oscillator at this point is still potentially making a higher low from this low here. So there's some bullish divergence. If we go back here on the chart, you can see when the RSI was below 5, was on this day here, we continued to make a lower low, but the oscillator made a higher low, and you see the rally that came from that. So just be on your toes if you are short the market here, or if you're looking for another opportunity to potentially be a buyer, then watch that potential bullish divergence there, and we'll see how that plays out. Some of the economic data set for next week. Tuesday, the big S&P Global Manufacturing PMI and Services PMI report comes out. And then Thursday's initial jobless claims, followed by Friday with Michigan consumer sentiment. Hope that helps. Have a great rest of your trading week. We'll see you back next week in the FFR Trading Market Minute.